Hey folks, Sam here in the Treehouse, joined by my colleagues Demetrius and Rich, and we're here to give you a hands-on look at some gameplay for Xenoblade Chronicles X. We've got a few different save files here, so we'll be able to show you some content further in the game that we haven't really had a chance to show off too much. And right now we've got Lindsay's save data, so we're going to take a look at... Ooh, a nice nighttime scene.
Yeah, it's a perfect shot. So
and
this
giant
right here,
monsters?
yeah,
Nice.
that's what we're going to talk about real quick. So for those who've seen previous streams, this is the first continent called Primordia, or Primordia. As you see right here, these are just some of the regular wildlife that you see on this continent. It's pretty crazy.
Like just regular wildlife, and there's like these huge glowing monsters, and there's something flying in the sky over that way.
Yeah, I don't want to go near this guy. He's a level 42.
Yeah.
He's a little powerful.
I don't even know what that big glowing thing on his nose is, but I don't really want to find
Dude.
out
It's
either.
powered by human souls.
Glowing doom. So right now I'm on a quest actually to investigate a crashed or wrecked Skell. As you can see on the top right hand side, you see a little mini map. All the little red dots are enemies that are around me, but the golden arrow is actually where I need to go. So I'm going to go ahead and start heading off in this direction. Hopefully I won't get jumped by any of the enemies out here.
It'll make for good watching if you do, though.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. One of the main things I love about this game is actually the combat, so we can maybe find an enemy coming up here. Oh, I found an open area.
Nice.
No
It's good,
problem.
nice and safe.
Yeah, I know there's going to be an ambush coming up here, so I got to be really careful. Oftentimes in this game, what's really neat is everything looks cool and safe, and then BAM! Let's see here. So discovery of an area. All right, I'm going to keep heading up in this general direction. Oh, wow, I made it past all those guys. Excellent.
Nice.
That's a-
And
that's
the
a
little
first for
glowing
these.
diamond you just picked up, for folks who are watching, that's a collectible. If you're familiar with the Xenoblade Chronicles game for the Wii U or Xenoblade Chronicles
Oh,
3D
there we
that's
go.
out for the new Nintendo 3DS right now, collecting stuff in the world is a huge part of the gameplay. And it's really fun seeing if you can actually find everything that's lying around over all the great expanse of these different continents.
Oh, yeah.
So you got yourself into a little bit of combat here. I guess we can talk about some of what's going on before this guy gets completely wiped out.
So on the bottom here, I'm actually selecting special attacks. We call them arts. So the bottom is called an art palette. There are all different kinds of special attacks you can do. And what we see right here is the purple art that I'm selecting right here is actually drawing in this enemy or making them aggressive towards me.
And you can see that with that highlighted line between you and the enemy. You can tell that you focus the enemy's attention on you.
So there's a lot of information here, so I'm going to try to do it a little bit at a time.
I think what's,
There's a lot to take in. Yeah.
what's really great about this game is there's so much information that the game is providing you, but it's actually not as complicated as it may feel at first look to get into the combat. It's a gradual introduction. You're not going to start out with quite so many special attacks to use, quite so many party members to manage. But as you're getting up into higher combat, there's a lot of information that you can choose to use if you want to, but if you want to just get in there and auto-attack and see if you can handle a boss that way, it's totally okay to do it that way too.
Oh, I
Yeah,
failed.
like, oh no.
Aw, dude.
So right now Demetrius is using his auto attack. It's a melee weapon up close range. That's sort of stabby
Or I can
knife.
switch to a machine gun.
And yeah, and you back off to range, and you can kind of keep your distance and get out of the enemy's melee attack range. Nice. Different arts use different, use your various weapons. You can use your ranged arts, you can use your up-close melee arts. And the cool thing is, whatever weapon you're using, the game will switch you automatically to the weapon that's appropriate for that art. So you don't...
Correct.
Even though there's a lot that you can control about the game, you don't need to worry about micromanaging which weapon you're using at any particular time. But you can switch back and forth between the two, you know, at your whim.
And for the people that are also watching, the items that are dropping at the end, there is kind of a loot-based system to this game, and it's really cool. So you can get to collect items after defeating monsters and enemies. Some are weapons, some are just collectibles that you can use to craft other items in the game.
There's also whenever you equip something new, it actually shows up on your party members. So it's really interesting, especially when you get into some of the crazy armor that you can pick up. You look
Alright,
really
so
awesome and stompy.
I'm getting close
there it
here.
is, there it is.
There it is. All right, so we're going to watch a quick cutscene. So this is still in Japanese, but we can try to give you the sum of what's going on here.
Yeah, sort of go through the gist of it. You've come across a mech, a Skell in this game for the exoskeleton powered armor. You've come across a damaged one, seen some combat, but the pilot's not there. You don't know what's happened to the pilot. So one of your allies checks for life signs and finds out that the pilot is still alive and must be somewhere nearby, because she seems to be picking up some life signs. You have a decision at this point about how you're going to how you're going to tackle this. Whether you're going to go out and be aggressive and seek out any enemies.
I'll be good. I'll be good. For now.
So you're going to go out and you're going to go look for your friend.
Oh, looks like we're seeing some enemy life signs.
There's a sudden interruption. And this is, I don't know if is this your first encounter with the prone in the game so far?
Yes.
All right, so you're gonna see them coming up in just a moment.
So we see that the life signs are coming from this fortress over here. And
you can see the Monado.
Yes.
I just need to point that out because I think it's such a
that's
fun
really
little
cool.
detail.
So that's Lynn. Lynn does have little mini barrette Monados. That's really cool.
You're going to see a lot of little nods to Xenoblade Chronicles for Wii and for Nintendo 3DS throughout this game. The Monado barrettes on her hair, but there are a couple of other callbacks to the previous game. This isn't really a direct sequel, but there are a lot of references. There are little nods. For people who are fans of the series, you'll find a lot of stuff called back to the earlier game.
Yeah, it's worth noting you don't really need to have prior knowledge of the series, which I think is really nice if this is going to be someone's hopping on point.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about tracking a story that's been running over multiple games. This is going to be a brand new experience for you to check out. And
Okay,
it's just
so
so fun.
this is her waxing philosophical about life and everything. The scene is quite a good one, but I'm going to go ahead and just skip forward just a little bit. So this is right here I'm actually being choosing whether or not to approach the prone or not. I'm going to be a little aggressive, and she's probably not going to like that. Nope.
Aww.
It's a very judgy look.
That's all right. That's how the prone are. I don't trust them. They have blasters, you know?
You have blasters?
I have blasters, but...
But you look friendly. The prone...
To be fair.
To be fair, I guess to be fair. I'm always shoot first, ask questions later, I guess.
So Lynn's got their... Oh, no, now their attention is split on both of you. You'll hear some battle call-outs as well from your party members. You don't actively control the party members who are fighting with you in combat, but they'll sometimes give you shout-outs for different things that they want you to do.
Correct. And that's one of the best ways to heal in the game. So the way that, mostly in other games, in other role-playing games, you always have to take a second to heal or to cast or use an item. But what's really cool about this game is if you work together in unison and you plan everything out with the soul voice, then everything works together where you'll just keep healing and allows you to keep attacking over and over and over again, not pausing really.
Yeah, and it really changes battle when you have multiple party members, I find, as well, because when you're by yourself, it's really hard to get away from an enemy's attention if something's chasing you. When you've got multiple folks helping you out in battle, if an enemy's attention is drawn to somebody else, that gives you a chance to take a breather, step back, maybe figure out a new strategy. At the same time, though, if one of your party members is taking all the damage, you need to maybe draw their attention back to you so they can take a little bit of a break as well. So it's really interesting how it plays out.
Okay, so we defeated our first encounter with the prone. So essentially, we're going to continue our investigation because it sounds like there is a survivor. So I'm going to go ahead and skip past this and head up.
And now we're heading up to their outpost.
So these golden icons over here, or the yellow icons, these are treasure boxes that are located all throughout the world. This right here is a basic level 1 treasure box. So I'm just going to tap A and open it up. And what this does is it gives me a chance to get some extra experience points, some money, and a probe. And I'll discuss probes a little bit later, so we're just bringing that up for now. All right, let's go ahead and go through this Fortress of Doom here.
Yeah, the treasure system's really interesting because you've got different kinds of knowledge that you build up to open different kinds of chests. Some of them it's more
mechanical.
Yeah, you're kind of breaking
Level
into I think like an old helicopter or something that fell down, but others it's like a biological thing you're trying to figure out, like, okay, I need a different kind of knowledge to be able to get this out.
Yeah, it's like a goopy purple mess and you're just like, what is this?
There's treasure inside it.
Okay, so a little more life signs. All right, we're going to go ahead and skip past this.
Tracking the life signs up to the outpost.
And that thing looks awesome.
All
Go
right.
right up and say hi.
So there's a really cool thing
friendly.
too about combat. Yep, it's gonna go right into it because he sees me. So why don't we talk about that?
Right. So you can see a couple of icons over the creature's body. There's a little eyeball icon, and then there's that lightning bolt. The eyeball icon indicates that is a visual-based enemy, so he'll attack you if he sees you. The lightning bolt means he also has a good sense of hearing, so if he can hear you, he'll attack you. Different enemies will have different combinations of those. Some will be purely visual, and you can kind of sneak around them or past them or stay out of their range. Other ones are non-aggressive. They'll have like a green icon instead of a red icon. So you can gauge your enemies from a distance and figure out what your approach is going to need to be, depending on whether you want to throw down with them or not. You know?
Yeah, it's really nice to have that cheat sheet, especially if you're running around for something that looks huge and maybe it's hostile, maybe it's okay to go walk by.
So one thing too to note is every time I select a special attack, it does have a cooldown time. So like right now I'm selecting this yellow art, the fire grenade, and as you notice now, it has a little bit of a cooldown time. So I can't use it until it comes all the way back up. So it's a good opportunity for me to try other arts or to wait. However, if I defeated him. I'll try it again.
You're too good at this, dude. You gotta slow down.
I was auto-attacking.
God, I'm really let down by how well I killed him.
Ah, man. I can't believe I defeated that guy. What was I thinking?
So had it lived longer.
Had it lived longer, you can do double cooldown. Essentially what that is, you'll see a green ring circle around that special attack, which doubles its power. So maybe instead of hitting for 100 points of damage, you'll hit for 200. So it's a really good idea. You don't always have to select a special ability right immediately. Maybe you want it to charge up double.
It becomes one of your strategic decisions about whether you can hang on a little bit longer, not use that art until it's doubled up, and then you just unleash with a maximum power attack.
Now, I think there's two different fortresses here. So this is a good opportunity to actually show what the hopper cam looks like. So this is a good way to survey the surrounding area. I know now that I had to go underneath this bridge and go across to get up.
You can see the sentry actually walking back across the bridge.
Okay, so I'm going to want to pick that fortress to the left of me. Now this guy I'm going to have to battle because he's right in my way.
He's a lot bigger than he looks.
Okay, so looks like I'm calling out for someone to use a yellow art. Good, they did. Alright, now I'm going to follow up with an orange art.
You see those little flashing
Oh,
rings?
I missed.
There were those brief flashing rings like around the orange art there. Those are your allies calling out to you to use those arts.
Correct. And I missed on one of them, but that's okay though. This guy's going down. Hit him with a fire grenade.
Oh yeah, he's almost done.
Yeah, he's not
Come at me, I'm shooting my gun in the air.
Oh, taunting him as he falls in battle.
It's what I do.
That's harsh.
Very confident, especially considering you're in their base.
Yeah.
Like
Still
the
gonna
final
take a
blow
minute
was
to
the
make you
blow
feel
to
bad.
his self-esteem.
Oh.
Maybe that was just like a early celebration and just like, yeah! Alright, I'm going to actually bypass
They look cool.
these guys. Oh, they
Yeah.
caught me anyway. Okay,
Oh, they-
I gotta be
Get 'em.
careful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a bad place to be. Are they all coming at you or just
yeah,
the one?
I
They
might
look
just
really
be the
neat,
one,
though.
but I gotta be careful.
Yeah, you don't want to get his friends in on this.
Oh. Nope.
Yeah, I think they
it's
see you.
friends.
You see him
It's okay.
stomping in the background.
I love having a chance to
They're
appreciate
level
the
6
design
though,
of the
and I'm
monsters.
level
Whenever
10.
I'm playing, I can't really have a chance to like take a breath and just enjoy how interesting they are.
Oh, I popped
gross.
its head. Yeah, that was gross.
And they're all they're all visual, so you could have potentially kind of gotten around them. But we were taking in the sights, and they also took in the sights.
It's a good
That's
chance to
alright.
show off more combat too. So
Yeah.
there's a silver lining here, I think.
Whoa, it came after me.
Oh,
It's okay. He's paying attention to your friend.
Wow, that one did not want to go down. Yeah, like no life left.
actually, speaking of life, have we talked about the content that's over on the left side of the screen yet?
So on the left-hand side, the blue bar is going to be our hit points or HP points. On the right-hand side is tension points. So this little art I'm going to select here, this says TP. That actually is what costs to use it. These are specialer abilities. They're enhanced abilities that allow you to do something like more powerful attacks or heal or even revive. But it doesn't
Good
come
stuff.
cheap. Yeah, ooh. Got some twin guns. I could equip that on Elma if I wanted to. But I like what I have. Now, with these guys, I'm going to be sneaky and go around.
He didn't notice the battle happening behind
Yeah,
him.
and that's a good opportunity to see how the eye is right there. So I'm not in their vision, so I can go by. However, these guys have lightning bolts. If I just come anywhere near them, they're going to attack me.
Yeah,
So
and
I'm
that
gonna
battle
have
was
to plan
probably a pretty noisy battle, but because they're vision-based and not hearing-based, it happened entirely behind them.
Well, I think maybe the guy who was down there, like his job is to guard those pig monsters.
Yeah,
As long as
yeah.
you're not messing with his pig monsters, maybe it's not bad. He doesn't really have to worry about it.
That's not my problem. Those
doing
other
his
pigs
job.
are not my
They
yeah.
just thought that something was up. They're like, they're being just heckling again. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so these two are level 9s, and I'm level 10, so I got to be pretty careful here. Come from the side. Almost there. As you can see, the yellow icon on my mini-map getting pretty close. Now, Lynn's doing a good job of distracting my enemies here. As you can see, she's holding her shield up.
Yeah.
She wants me to... Oh, she's doing not too well.
Oh, yeah. Suddenly bad.
Yeah. It's probably I should
Do you
pay
have
a
a way
little
to draw their
attention.
aggro onto you?
Yes, I do. I'm going to actually do a little heal right there. Draw aggro. Okay.
So now they're paying attention to you. And Lynn, oh, it's down to 6. But you nailed the timing on that, so she's getting some healing out of it.
Yeah. These guys are pretty tough.
Yeah. And that gave her another little healing boost.
Oh, and you can
Just
see
in
on
time,
them,
too.
the enemy that you're focused on right now, one of the arms is gone.
Yeah, I took his arm off.
That's something really interesting that you can do if you want to in battle. If you run up to an enemy and you just want to kind of generally attack them, that's something that you can do. But you can actually focus different points on them. So I think the big robot that we started off with, there was actually a sort of turret on the front.
The turret
you could focus,
below, yeah.
and then once you smash that, it can't use that weapon anymore.
Yes, and it has a good chance to drop something special too. So it's always good to aim for different target points.
I think especially if it's got a weapon that's causing you a lot of trouble, just taking that out and seeing how that changes things up is not a bad
so
idea.
Much treasure here. All right.
Oh,
Eye on the
just
prize.
letting it
you
go.
can loot
Just
them
letting it go.
later.
You got a hostage situation. You got
It's in my nature. I can't help
get the
it.
treasure later.
So this is the boss, and as you can see,
He's bigger.
some of the survivors didn't quite make it.
Or they're taking a
Sleepy.
peaceful nap.
Yeah.
It's always a possibility.
They're giving
Now,
them some quiet time.
In the interest of spoilers here, I'm just going to go ahead and skip past this
Oh, that's
part.
right. We don't want to show too much
So
story.
yeah, but this is the big bad. Now I really want to focus on this guy right here in the middle. So I got to make sure I'm doing a really good job. I'm going to start off seeing if I can maybe knock him down. Oh, I'm focused on the wrong guy. That was my bad.
Well, he's hurting, though.
That's good.
You
Oh,
can
he's
just,
going
take him
down.
out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boom.
nice.
Okay, that works. You
Not
know
a
what?
problem.
I'm just going to stick with this plan.
I like that Lynn keeps drawing their attention because she's got that shield.
Yeah, so I'm going to cast some armor on her there. Oh, this is going really well. Jeez. Okay.
Don't be too efficient.
Good job.
I know, right?
So, Rich, do you want to talk for a second about the little icons that we're seeing up on the left beside people's bars?
On the left.
There's like the little pink one there and then the blue ones lower down.
Oh, those are the those are the buffs and debuffs essentially. So right now I'm actually not doing too well with that. The pink debuff there on me, which means it's gone.
Something made it to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All good.
We
It's
talked our
okay.
way through it.
But essentially enemies can cast things that make your hit points go down or your attack go down. But I can do the same thing to them too. Wow, that went really fast. We took
It was
them out
way
really
too
quick.
smooth.
Yeah. That was probably the best fight I've done against that guy.
Good job.
Well, all right. Thumbs up. Good Friday for me on that one. Okay, so we're just doing a little quick cutscene here, discussing what happened here. Once again, going to save a little bit of the spoilers for
Keep
everybody.
the surprise for the game.
However, there was a noise in the dumpster.
Oh, right.
So we're going to investigate what's going on here. It's talking food. No. So this is one of the next characters that you get.
I think it's one of my favorite parts of the game.
Is it?
I won't lie.
This is Tots.
He's pretty fantastic.
Very,
It's
very
pretty
cool
adorable.
character.
I dig the glasses.
Yeah, and if you've played Xenoblade Chronicles, you'll recognize his species. He's
Yeah.
an up-on.
He's another callback to
And they
to
love
the
to
previous
dance.
game.
They are just like the boogie species.
I feel like if you looked that fabulous, you would love to dance as well. I mean,
And he's got a little star belly.
So we're going to go ahead and just skip past this. Just wanted to introduce that. So the cool part about having Tots, he's not actually directly in your party. He's a guest character. And what he does is he provides you having a nav ball, as you may have seen just prior to this. So let me go ahead and actually collect all my items, level up. And this is him explaining the nav ball. So essentially when I hold down the R button and press X, a little nav ball comes out. So anytime I'm on a quest and I feel like I'm lost because this world is gigantic, I can follow the nav ball and I can keep summoning it as many times as I want. And it goes on the fly.
There's no cost. It's just something
Yeah.
you can do whenever you
So
need
it
to.
sends me that way. But if I just want to, say, jump off here and be like, I'm going to do this my own way, I can just go straight to the nav ball, and it's like, oh, okay, then you want to go that way. And I'm like, no, I just want to keep jumping. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. 'Cause that's how I like to play this game, is just jump and explore everywhere. It's just kind of my thing.
It really
there's
is
that big
phenomenal when you
ridge.
get into it, and it really is true that anything you can see, you can get to if you take enough time and do enough exploring. And it's just,
Like
I
you can
found it
run
so
on
much
to
fun
the
just
top of that mountain area.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like an iron to me, so I always just call it the Iron Mountain.
I find it's really easy for me to get distracted from actually doing missions because I'm having so much fun running around. It's like, I'll do that later.
Trying to figure out how to get up to the highest viewpoints.
Well, and you gain bonus points too from just exploring. So every time you find a new region, you gain experience points, which levels you up, and you gain new stuff. So it's definitely not a bad thing.
Can we take a closer look at that guy there?
Sure.
Awesome.
Is that his tail or his head?
That is
It's
it.
That's his tail. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, somebody's
Oh,
coming
he's
out
got
of the
some
ground.
buddies.
Oh, so
Is that hostile?
nope.
Okay.
Okay.
You can run underneath them, collect some items. How's it going, guy? Good? All right. Happy Friday.
You're too small for them to notice at this point. Yeah.
Ah, the monsters are just so cool looking.
Yeah, this thing is crazy. I tried attacking one of these before, and
just kind of look at you like, what?
it like
just-
raised its foot and
Yeah.
just stomped down, and I died instantly.
Like
It
the
was
whole party
hilarious.
was squished. I had that happen to me.
But it's
Yeah.
pretty cool though, because I can go swimming in the water and just checking this guy out. You can actually hear him drinking water. This world is just
This looks
awesome.
so cool.
Okay.
Wow.
Now we're gonna waste tons of time swimming around, so let's change to the next save file that we have.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Or otherwise, I'll just keep showing off really cool stuff.
I could just run around and look at monsters all day. Oh, that's so pretty. So one thing that folks might have noticed there while we were running around that we'll see again as we go further along is, oh, and actually this is perfect, the change from night to day. So there is a time cycle in the game. You can see up at the top right there, we're actually seeing what time it is and what time of day. And it's really interesting that the world does change depending on when and where you are. There's certain monsters that'll only come out at certain times, certain people also who you'll only meet at certain times because they have their own schedules and they're not just going to stand in one place waiting for you
And
forever.
there's weather patterns too, which is
Yeah.
really awesome. You can see a meteor storm out on a clear night. It's gorgeous.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, it's
I
really
went-
cool.
I got to run through a thunderstorm, which looked
Ooh.
really cool.
Yeah.
And all of the monster behaviors are determined a little bit by the night and day cycle and the weather cycle. So you'll have nocturnal animals that are asleep during the day, but that are like more aggressive predators at night.
Who also wield greater rewards.
Mhm.
Can you take a peek up? I just want to see the moon there. It looks
One of
One
many
of-
moons.
one of the
moons.
There's another moon. I think there's another moon around here. There's so many.
Oh, there it
Hey,
is.
there it is.
gorgeous.
It's really, really cool. Okay, so this is my save file. I'm a little bit further ahead. This is my created character. And we're on another mission, and we're going to go ahead and take a look inside another continent called Noctilum. But first, I'm going to go ahead and talk to Lau and recruit him, so we're going to actually now have 4 party members. Go ahead and put him into my party, accept.
You've got some awesome armor on Elma, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
that
that.
looks so cool.
I had to put a sweater on Lynn just because. Why not?
I know,
Pretty
one's
cool
all
out there.
business, the other's all casual.
So before we go into the other continent, let's take talk a brief moment about how probes and the gamepad works for this game. So right here is a node. This is for Frontier Nav. It's a level 1 probe. So let's go ahead and switch to showing you what the gamepad screen looks like. All right. So I'm going to walk up to this probe, and as you see on the map here, there's a little icon indicating where the probe is. There's a bunch of them actually now on the map. All of these probes have not been dropped yet, but when I walk up to it and tap the A button, I'm going to go ahead and drop a probe on the inside. Now, as you see, a bunch of information was revealed. I also can now respawn here if I was to die, so that's really helpful as well. Another thing is you can gain money. So the information that you see around these adjacent segments here are different things that you can do. So the little star icon is treasure chests that are around, and then the little enemy icon right there is something I could slay around the area. Extermination
Something
quest.
big and stompy, if I remember right.
Yes. And that little box down there in the bottom in the middle is where I can fast travel to. So it's also a great idea to set up for probes anywhere you can see them. However, sometimes your level might not be high enough, so you have to work towards raising that level. Okay.
It's really interesting to take a look at the map here.
It
really kind of brings to light the whole
just
like
to show
world
you how big it
exploration
is.
concept here.
There's so much.
Your people have only been here for 2 months. You really don't have that great a sense of where things are. So you've actually done a really good job exploring here. You've got a lot opened up. But when you start, there's just all these mysterious gray hex tiles for you to gradually
everything fills in.
figure out.
As you see, I'm only 17.66%, and I've been playing this game for quite a while. So it's good. It's not overwhelming. It's just a lot of fun content to play and to explore.
From a story standpoint, you have an important mission to go out and help the people of New Los Angeles understand their surroundings and get a better idea of where they are and what they can find out in the world.
Okay, let's go ahead and cut back to me. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and run into the next area. Now, it's nighttime in Noctilum, which is probably one of the coolest looking areas, but it's also very, very dangerous, so I got to be very careful here. Another thing that's really cool is I'm a slightly different class, so I am actually using a longsword and a rifle rather than Lindsay, who is using a rifle and a knife. So my special attacks or my arts are slightly different.
Can you show the, I think that's the rifle, right? Or is that the sword that you've got?
This
There
is
it
the
is.
rifle
There's
right
the
here,
rifle, and that was the
Nice.
sword. So that sword is gigantic and really mechanical looking. I
so
love
this
it.
is Noctilum.
Whatever
Really,
that flying
really
monster
cool.
is.
It's a level 55 that wants
That's not that bad.
to just
If you
beat
add all
me
your
up.
levels up, you might be close to 55.
If it only worked that way, I would be very happy.
Can I just be the devil on your shoulder? Just do it. Fight the monsters.
Maybe later.
You said you would respawn right at the node.
Yeah, that's a little scary.
And you know, there's not, if you die, there's not much of a consequence. You don't lose
That's true.
much.
That's true.
All you do is lose the progress that you've made, just walking out into the distance. You're not going to lose experience points. You're not going to lose items or money.
And one thing not to worry
Do
about
it.
either. The pressure. The pressure. Right here is where you can go to a rest stop. So you can change the time of day, so you don't have to worry too much. But you know what? We'll go ahead and see what we can get. Oh, looks like I have some quests monsters to slay. Let's go ahead and slay this first one.
This area does look really nice at night with all the glowing.
Yeah. All the
just run with my
bioluminescent
longsword. What am
plants
I
out
doing?
there.
Okay, let's knock him down. Gotcha.
Oh, great. So you toppled him.
Come in a little bit. Oops. Oh, I did that a little too
Sort of face planted.
Yeah, that was all.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah,
I
so
haven't
this
seen that
is
special attack
it's
yet.
a really cool attack. This class actually has some really neat sword attacks. I just loved it. Wow, just popped a lot of stuff right there. Okay, there we go. See, take them out really
Nice.
fast. Class up. Oh, one thing we could point out too. So when you're seeing class up, there's your inner class and your class. So for those who don't know, I'm a samurai gunner. That's my
Yeah,
class.
nothing special.
That's,
just,
you know,
just
that's
samurai
that's what I
gunner.
do.
It's just what I do. It's
But
just
in the
what I do.
game, I don't know.
And that's how I get classes. So I learned a new art from doing that. My inner class is my overall level, which is level 13. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start using my nav ball just to make sure, which is telling me not to walk in the poison water.
Seems wise.
Yes.
That's great. So the
Ah,
nav
there we
ball is
go.
pointing you around the poison water.
I'm just going to jump over it.
That's handy.
This is the fun part where you can just start jumping and exploring different areas. All right, I think we're going the right way here. Yep.
Oh, there's something really large that just jumped down over there.
Yeah.
It's only level 13. It's fine.
Get it.
But there's a
It's fine.
bio.
Get the treasure. It won't notice.
Let's see.
Just sneak up there and grab the treasure. And
I'm
run.
going to totally do that.
You're behind
he's
it.
fine.
You can't
He's
see it.
Success.
He's just
Yeah.
chewing on something. Maybe the last party that came through.
Oh dear, but this alligator is a little worrying. Okay, I'm just going to run away from that.
Especially with the slow poisoning. Who's-
Special
Hello.
quest. Oh,
Hey, what's he?
maybe another time. Maybe another time. So
A
right
brave
now,
man by himself with the monsters around.
Yeah, at night.
so right now, actually, my mission is to, as you said, a life hold is go back to see where one of the life holds are.
Oh, right.
So that's where I'm heading towards, which is kind of in the middle of Noctilum. So you're going to get to see quite a bit of Noctilum, but there's still so much to explore around here.
And to recap, those life holds are filled with other survivors from the crash.
Yeah, in case we've got some folks who are latecomers to our stream, we should probably do a quick intro of the story for folks who maybe missed the first part
Yeah,
of
that
the video.
sounds good.
Yeah, so the story kicks off when Earth is caught in the crossfire in a war between two alien species who vastly outclass all of us. The upshot of this particular war is that the Earth is destroyed, but we kind of see how things are going. So we build a bunch of arc ships and we take off and just abandon the planet before that final detonation. Most of the arc ships are destroyed trying to leave the atmosphere, but yours, the white whale, makes it and gets off on its own journey. Years pass, and you're traveling in space when one of the alien species finds you again, and they attack the ship. You cannot fend them off, and your ship basically crashes on this planet. New Los Angeles, this sort of biodome of the city itself, lands safely, is deployed and lands safely, and the people of New Los Angeles are now trying to find other survivors and bring them back to the city.
And you were one of them, one of your characters you create.
Right at the beginning, yeah, you get found. Elma finds you and brings you back.
That is correct. All right. Now, I'm going to try to do something. There is a really cool area here.
In the creepy dark cave.
Yeah, I want to see if I can get to it. I was seeing this yesterday. Oh, do I want to chance it? Oh, it's not in this cave, actually. It's in the next one.
It's not in the cave yet.
Next cave over.
Yeah. It's surrounded. It's just a superb view, which is really, really neat. But it's surrounded by level 30s. So I'm not sure if I can make it to
Are
it.
they really aggressive?
Just have to
or
do a
you
little
sneak
sneaking.
past them?
They pop up out of the ground and they
Well,
ambush
that's
you.
fun.
But we're going to go ahead and try anyway, because why not? Let's see. I think it's right through here.
I think one of the things I've enjoyed most about playing this game so far is you really can make it what you want it to be.
Okay.
With this huge open world you can explore, you can really choose
Daytime.
what kind of survivor you want to be as well. If you want to focus
Discovery
on
of superb view. So this
you
at
can focus on
nighttime.
discovering superb views.
Yeah. This is a really cool view, and a little sneak
Wow.
peek at something down there. I wonder
That
what it
looks
is.
awesome.
I don't know. I'm gonna run away from it.
But
Yeah.
say if you wanted to focus more on just finding giant scary monsters that are threatening your society and taking those out, you can do that. If you want to focus on treasure hunting, so you really have a lot of options as far as how you want to play as you go through the game.
There we go.
Yeah, you can charge through the story. You can spend your time doing side quests. You can fill out your collections in the Collectopedia.
Yep.
Yeah, we're still working on the localization and can't guarantee that any of the terms are final, but yeah, as you collect things, they get added to this vast encyclopedia of knowledge about the planet Mira. Oh,
see.
is that the guy you were talking about?
Yeah, these are one of the guys. Oh, there's
Oh,
two
yeah,
of them!
yeah.
Oh, jeez. Abandon all hope. I'll just keep running.
That's actually one of the things that kept me super busy in Xenoblade Chronicles. I was so focused on 100%ing the Collectopedia that, you know, the fate of the world I figured could wait.
Yeah.
Things were fairly stable. I was just going to collect all my little bugs first, and
Things
then
are
I'd
okay
save
for
the
now.
world.
There's
Kind of
another pro
priorities.
point here.
Oh,
but
wow, those antlers.
Wait, can we take another
Yeah, I
look
want
at
to see him.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks so cool.
This is a really cool design.
Wow.
It's just minding his own business, so I'll let him be.
Yeah, just taking in the sights.
Yep. I'm gonna make sure to collect everything as I run by here. So we're almost to our destination, but as you can see, you get a nice little tour.
Discovering some more regions as you go.
Yep. All right. Oh, someone tried to attack me. I just got away from it. Oh, you know what?
Something-
All
Oh,
right.
his
hi.
buddy found you, though.
Go for it.
I'm going for it. Can't just keep running away. Got you toppled. Taking you down.
You are making
Using the
short
fire
work of
grenade.
this guy.
This is a really fun class. Oh, oh, bad
Now, those challenges
timing.
get harder and harder as the battle goes on. The sort of timing speeds up.
Correct.
So it gets that much harder for you to nail the,
right
the
above,
perfect timing.
yeah, right above where all my special attacks are in my art, you see Soul Stage. So I'm at the max, which means it's gonna those B button prompts are gonna happen fast and quickly. But it's a good way to keep heals up and keep the damage going. Oh, I jumped the gun on that one.
Your
Didn't
spawn's
want
actually
to do
looking
that.
in
He's
pretty
down,
good shape,
though.
Oh, is he? Oh, I missed my chance. So what's really cool too is special attacks can combo with each other. So anytime you see that guy knocked down, if I use the fire grenade, it's actually gonna cause increased damage. So when I try to knock him down, oh, resisted.
Just invented something there.
And once you get a lot of arts collected, it's really fun to mix and match because you can set which arts turn up in your palette, so which special attacks and special moves you actually want to have access to right away. And
Oh,
it's
I'm just
really
going
interesting
too
to see how
fast
some of them
today.
play off each other and just kind of experimenting until you figure out what
Yeah,
works
so
best
like a
for
combo
you.
right here is I'm going to draw his attention towards me and then use this attack, which actually increases damage.
Nice.
So anytime an enemy is
Has done the
focused on
job.
you. Oh, I took him out. So, wow, I got a lot of items from that. Okay. Ooh, Alma wasn't doing too hot there. So that was a nice rescue from that.
I love how Tots just kind of kicks back and relaxes while you're fighting.
So I'm going to hang back here. You guys take care of that
You guys
guy.
got that. I'm cool, right? Right?
I don't know if we're going to get a chance to see him a little closer now that he's got his backpack on, but his backpack design is amazing.
I think we get a good view of him on one of the other save slots, too.
Ooh, awesome.
So if we don't get it here, we can...
I kind of think that's his
take a
like
moment
natural
later.
camouflage. He's got this backpack that looks like a monster face, so whenever he sees something, maybe he just flips around and kind of like wiggles.
Yeah, it's like
He's like
butterfly
a
wings
yeah.
that look like predator's eyes. Yeah.
Exactly.
So here's another cool
If you had a
monster
backpack
over
like
here.
that, your life would be easier. You wouldn't be having to fight things.
Look at this thing.
Oh, wow. That's
He's
so
So
got-
this is really cool.
He's got some hovering support
Buddies.
behind him, too. So if you went in and attacked him,
Wow.
those flyers would probably join in the battle.
Yeah, I would love to run past this guy, but I can't. But if you go past this
Oh,
area
that's
here
so
and look to the
cool.
right, you'll actually be able to see the other continent, Primordia, where you came from. It's really, really neat.
But he's going to step on you if you see.
Yeah.
Wow. Possibly without even noticing you were there.
Yep.
Oh, got people on my feet.
What was
gross
that?
and squishy.
Scraping it off on
Nothing.
a bike
It was
rack.
nothing important. It was nothing important. Can I get past these two? All right. I did.
Nice.
job.
Good job.
Some fancy footwork.
They caught me last time, so
Yeah.
I think I can get through it. Now I'm going to have to fight this guy. He was just...
Just so excitable.
Yeah.
I want to fight, I want to fight, I want to fight.
Oh my god, circles, circles,
Yay!
circles. Okay, so they're asking you to do this. All right. Knock you down.
Oh, solid.
Set you on fire. Ooh. Boom. Oh, that is some really good damage, too. Okay.
I like that Elma just slid right under him.
Do a little bit of... Have them coming at me. All right. Switch to this.
Nice.
Double recast.
Yep.
Do a little spin. Action.
Some fancy footwork.
He went down quick.
Yeah, he was angry at you at the end there, but didn't do any good.
None at all. All right, so I believe there's a cutscene coming up here.
Are we allowed to show it, or should we sneak past it so we don't show off too much? Is it secrets?
It's a bit secrety, but we did see a little bit of. This is going to
that's
be
right, yeah.
L,
Mm.
so we'll get to know what he looks like. But I'm going to go ahead and skip past this. This is actually pretty cool, but in the interest of spoilers,
Yeah.
I love her sweater. It's just
Oh,
so
there's the
chill.
backpack. See,
Oh,
it's like
right,
a
yeah.
little tongue and teeth.
And it's got
It's
little
fantastic.
tiny beady eyes.
Yes.
but they're having a conversation, so spoiler time.
You're making many decisions in that conversation.
I am. There's a lot of decisions you can make in the game, which is really cool. So for fans who like to, say yes and no and make all their choices, this game does offer that.
You get a lot of opportunities to shape the way that the cutscenes go, yeah.
So you can see him right here if you want me to show off.
He's just so great.
Oh, he's hiding behind a bush, little tiny guy.
That's
But yeah,
alright.
his design is really, really cool.
I gotta admit, I'm really looking forward to seeing some cosplay from this game. There's just so much cool armor and cool gear to collect. I think it's gonna be really fun seeing people get into that. People with way more crafting skill than
He's
I
one of
have.
those- One of those excitable guys.
Ooh.
Again. Oh, you
Oh.
almost jumped off.
Oh, that would have been bad.
And
You
that's
can
the end of our
survive-
stream.
But
You can
he's-
survive a fall of any distance, but it'd be a lot of
Oh, who caught me?
a lot of walking. Did he come up behind you?
I think
Yeah.
he totally
Aw.
did. That was all for nothing. Oh, well. That's okay.
Can't imagine he'll last
He's
too
a
long
level
on you.
Yeah.
15, which
Oh.
is a little tough,
Yeah,
but
he's taking some time.
yeah. Oh,
Oh,
missed the
yeah.
prompt there. I was not good. No bueno. But I'm going to go ahead and draw him towards me.
So do you think you're gonna stick with the Samurai Gunner build, or have you been thinking about trying anything else out?
To be honest, all of them have different weapons. I've seen one that allows using a spear and a sniper rifle, which is really, really cool.
Cool.
So that's probably my next one I'm going to focus on. I don't know the official name yet for it yet, so sorry, guys.
Yeah. Again, localization is in progress.
Sniper Speary Dude.
Yeah.
Finalized.
Legit, it's
We'll
on the
just-
stream. It's
We'll run
done.
it past legal. It's good.
It's actually, if you see what Lao's is using over here, he has the spear. He's part of that class, so it's really, really cool. Let me go and try to knock him down. No, he's just resisting everything. He's not having any of that right now.
They use the tail for balance. It helps to keep them very stable.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and take him down with that. Alright, at least I'm getting my soul voices going. Oh,
Ooh.
knock something down off of
Good,
him.
That
good.
looks
That's
like
good.
everybody in your squad's still in really good shape too. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
he knocked down. He got knocked down.
Yeah.
Set him on
Chance.
fire.
Set him on fire.
That sounded pretty bad. I'm a nice guy. So.
Look, he's the one who
Dimitri
attacked
Fox
you.
likes to set fires.
Knew what he was getting into.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and draw his attention again towards me. Ah, got me
It's
right
like,
when I was pressing my button prompt there.
Almost got his attention right now.
Yeah. Nope,
Whatever
I got
she
him
just
now.
did
Nope, he's
looked
on
really
got him.
cool.
Yeah.
He's just not going down. Oh, ouch. Okay. What do I
it's
want
gonna
to
be
do? Well, actually, gonna keep just auto attacking. So what I like to do is to switch between auto attacks back and forth to maximize my damage. Just something I need to do a little more there. Oh, we got knocked him down, so we'll start unloading on him. So what I'm doing here, as you notice, they're calling out for an orange attack, but I'm kind of just wasting them, trying to take them out as fast as possible. It's not really a smart thing on my part. Oh, green art.
Oh,
Got it. Okay.
good. Oh, he's almost done.
I got him.
Oh, yeah, he's got no
Nice.
time left.
Ooh, and I got a prime. So that's a pretty rare piece of equipment, actually.
And the
Yellow
color
one of that.
represents the rarity. So you've got you had a green item earlier that was your dual. I think it was your dual.
There's a
dual rifle. Yeah.
Dual machine gun.
Dual machine gun. Yeah, I didn't catch the name of it, but yeah, you can see the rarity of those weapons just as you're picking them up off the corpses of your enemies.
So it's always a good idea. I know I'm running around a lot, but just trying to show everything off. But you would probably pick your fights a little more evenly instead of just running everywhere.
Depends on your style.
That's
yeah.
true.
I mean, it's all about how you want to approach the game.
I know the first thing I
Charging
did
in
was
guns
just
to blazing.
the first thing I did when I played this game was a funny story with Lindsay. She's like, I think you want to go to the next area. I'm like, nope, investigate. I just want to run around. I don't want to do that. It's not how I roll.
That's my problem. Is I try to find the highest place I can get to just to see what things look like. Now, there's your life hold.
And it's
So,
on fire. That's
wonder
not terribly
why.
encouraging.
Okay, so we're going to end here on this one, and we're going to go ahead and switch to our final save data.
Oh,
Alrighty.
and this is
The fun part.
mech fighting.
Oh, this is all the fun parts.
Yeah,
awesome.
We've been teasing people with the downed Skell that we saw earlier, and now we're going to jump into actual Skell combat.
I love this part.
Stand by for
There
Skell
we
combat.
It's just awesome.
In
Something about
3,
big stumpy fighting robots.
2. All right, so here is yet another save.
And we are in New Los Angeles
I think
now.
this is Scott's save, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scott save who he
So-
named Boo-Boo.
We
So-
can't mess up his Skell. He'll be sad if we
Oh,
crash.
Blow it
we
up.
totally can mess up his Skell.
Oh,
So here we are in New Los Angeles. A little bit later in the game, I've earned my Skell license, and we'll do a quick walk around so you can take a look at it. It's down on one knee. You can see a couple tires on the back. I'll show
And
you
it's
what those
just
are
so
for in a
cool
moment.
looking.
Light type.
Young-
So it's a little bit faster.
and you can see the weapons it's got equipped too. Just the
bit
same
more
as with
Yeah.
everyone in your party. Whenever you change equipment, you're gonna see that right away, so you can
Keeps
tell.
off
Probably the
that
coolest
way.
thing
What's
about
on.
this game, I think, is when you equip all the stuff on your Skell, it's actually on there.
And this is just your this is the very first Skell that you get. So you might almost call it a starter Skell. You know, it's not the most powerful thing that you're going to see
It's
in
like
the game.
your first car. I love
Yeah.
that
And I think
analogy.
it's a lighter body type too. So once you get
Correct.
into the heavies, you're going to get something a lot more bulky and tanky. But this one, it's nice and maneuverable, and I think it's a good place to kind of get your bearings.
And
when
you
you're
haven't
driving one.
researched a jetpack, so you can't fly yet, but you still have a pretty good jump, and you can transform. But the jump is really good. It gets you much higher than other areas.
I think you can actually transform in the air too while you're jumping, and
Oh.
then just
Yeah, we'll get some of that in a minute. I am going to take a moment now just to jump out to a quest location.
So we're going to have to do a quick fast travel.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to actually
I don't want to
go-
spoil the map,
Yeah.
so I'm
Go
going to
ahead.
use the
we're going
quick
to a
travel
place
jump somewhere.
somewhere in the world.
You don't need to
In the
worry
world.
about where I'm going.
Where in the world is that quest?
but it's a place where we can fight things in a giant mech suit. So
Yeah, that's all that really matters
paradise.
here. Yeah.
Can we go back? I wonder, is it at nighttime?
It was nighttime. It had
Oh, so this
just
should be
gone
really
to
good.
nighttime.
Oh, good, good.
So we're going to have some night
Perfect.
fights.
All right.
Now, I got to find where my quest guy is. So let me look at that map there. One thing that keeps happening is we're practicing for this. I would start exploring and just get kind of lost, just because I was enjoying the driving so much.
speaking
As you
of
can see, I've
driving-
now transformed in sort of a
So one thing to point out
motorcycle-y
too,
robot. Yeah.
for people is
Ooh,
a
sorry,
lot of these creatures who are not hostile, when you get in a Skell, all of a sudden they do become hostile. They don't like how big you are. They just come after you. It's pretty cool. So you have to take that in consideration. Sometimes there might be something really cool in an area with a bunch of non-hostile enemies, but if you walk up with your Skell, they're going to come attack you. So maybe you want to hop out of your Skell, then go get the item, then go walk back to your Skell.
There's my guy. Turn back into a robot, walk over here.
You see your squad mates don't have their Skells, so they're just going to run along behind you.
Now I'm just going to take a knee, pop out. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can actually see me again. Let's bring the camera down close. Hi. Hey, buddy. So he's going to tell me stuff. The upshot of this conversation is go kill in my name. And I can skip the rest of that conversation. So
that's all you need to know.
Killing. Yeah.
These guys are bothering me. Could you help a fellow blade out?
Jump back in.
So one other bit of the top right screen there that's new here is the fuel. We probably talk about that a little bit since folks are going to see that going down.
So now that you have a Skell, and it's going to be Skell fuel, not dull fuel. As you said, we're still working on that.
Yeah.
The fuel is what powers your Skell. And anything you do, like when you fly or when you go into combat, you start wasting fuel. Or you start using fuel, rather. But you can refill it when you get out of your Skell, or you pay some uranium, which is some of the type of minerals or ore that you get when you place a probe.
Yeah, I think we actually ran across a vein when we were exploring in the
save
file.
Yeah, two.
Nice.
So we did get that going.
See here. Oh, but these guys matter.
If you're getting low, you can also recharge by just hopping out of your Skell for a bit, leaving it alone.
Yeah.
Going to do some exploring on foot, and it will sit and charge.
Much slower, but it does help, though, for sure. And
it's good in emergencies.
Knowing, too, you have to kind of have the balance. You can go ahead and get into a battle. So when using certain actions... Oh, he's behind you, so go ahead and tap B.
Yeah, I want to target... There, that guy.
So let's go ahead and just start with talking about how Skell combat differs. As you can see here, the arts are kind of similar, the same. You have the same color patterns. Some are range attacks, some are melee attacks, such as the yellow is a range attack you just did. But what's cool about this is it's not based on a class. It's based on what is equipped on your Skell. So if you have that shotgun or that shoulder-mounted laser, that's how you know what art and what type of attack you're going to have. And we can show that off, too, once we get into the garage.
Or
but I just wanted to make
glowing sword I just saw.
Yeah. Really cool.
So
cool beam saber.
So in regular combat, arts are things that you select for your character, but in Skell combat, those arts are determined entirely by what weapons you've equipped on your Skell.
Class up.
I am the classiest.
And what happened just there, so when the enemy fell down on one knee or was knocked over, you have a chance to catch them. And what that does is you grab them, and you can keep them held for up to 10 seconds, bearing that you keep pressing the B button properly. And all of the people in your party will be able to cause much more damage on them. And the enemy won't be able to attack.
Like so?
So this is
I've got
a
him
great
grabbed
way.
right now.
Yeah.
And I'll see how long I can keep this chain going.
Yeah, and similar to regular combat, your squad mates are going to be fighting, doing auto attacks while you're fighting, and they're still participating in the battle even though you're
they're still doing call-outs too. They're telling me, oh, there it is. That's really fun. They're telling me what to do.
Oh, I thought you were about to go into pilot mode.
Oh, I really wanted to go into pilot mode. That's the one thing I'm hoping we can show off, but it's not something that's under my control.
But it looks really cool when you actually see the view from the cockpit.
So we're totally teasing something that they may never see.
If you see it, it's awesome.
We're going to do it. It's going to happen. So I'm taking out these Skells. My buddies are running around behind me. There's a little Tatsu down there.
So one thing to note, too, is it's really cool. Is right now you only have one Skell, but the party members, as you can see on the left-hand screen, get a 20% up in defense. So it pays to actually still take party members with you. It's just not like a one Skell and it's beat-all thing. You can definitely change your tactics up.
You see the bullets raced right when I first attacked him. They raced past him, looped all the way around, and came back and hit him again.
You were good with those.
I don't know how I keep doing that, but it's really fun to look at. I'm going to bring out my...
Actually, why don't you go into overdrive?
Get him.
Okay, sure.
So one of the cool things is, as you saw up at the top screen, he has 3,000 TP points. That's that full green bar. So what this allowed him to do was select the middle icon and go into overdrive.
Oh, you go
first.
Nice.
Pilot mode. So much is just happening right now.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
So
guys.
It's okay. It's okay.
Ah.
Oh, good.
Okay, well, let's go back to overdrive.
Where were we?
So what was going to happen there is you saw the words Ouroboros pop up. So that's one type of overdrive that is indicating what type of Skell that you have. So what Overdrive does, it takes all the cooldowns and makes it go much, much, much faster, allowing you to continue your attack and doing it over and over and over and over again. And the time that counts down is the time that you're in that mode. However, you can extend it by just continuing your attack and timing everything properly. So pilot mode was that cool third person inside the mech view. When you're inside the Skell,
Hey, shook it off.
you are
Good.
invulnerable. You cannot get attacked at all. And your cooldowns go off immediately, so you can actually attack again with all of your arts. Really cool stuff.
Did I get it? Oh, I missed the grab again.
Oh, he's so close though.
Yeah, I'll just hack him.
I like that other guy there, right? It's like, what's going on? Ah, whatever.
Who's your friend?
Pablo, no!
Might be a certain amount
Hey,
of
buddy.
like respect and dignity to the one-on-one combat.
It's a gentleman thing going on.
I'm going to let him take care of his own problems. It's important that he learn how to
Catch
deal
him.
with oh, I missed a catch. I'm sorry. I was busy looking at my weapons. I got so excited.
No, you gotta
and then I
catch him
keep
again.
jumping. I'm freaking out. That's okay. We'll grab him. Or we'll kill him. It just won't even matter.
That move is so good.
I love that charge.
I really like that weapon a lot. Okay. So you got another beam saber to use.
Oh, yeah.
They're calling out for it.
I'll grab him.
Oh, that works too.
Nice.
Extended.
Just go to town on him while he's here.
Extended.
1, 2, 3.
Man, good job, man.
You're much better at those beat pumps than I am. I'm always missing those things.
I also like rhythm games. Oh, there it is.
Awesome.
And I think that's that for him, right?
So let's go ahead and skip this. This is
Yeah,
actually
we
nothing but
really
spoilers.
don't want to
Secrets.
I
spoil
think
anything.
the audiences are like, wow, there's a lot of spoilers.
No.
But we're just trying
Well,
to
there's a
keep
lot
it
of
good for everyone.
story.
Yeah.
And we don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
So we have to be good.
We want to keep it good
So-
for everyone, right?
What do you say? Should
Maybe fight a monster?
Do you want me to fight him? I can fight a
I
monster.
always want you to fight a
That's
monster.
actually very true.
You can jump
Yeah.
off down there and try to explore if you'd like. Warning you, you might find some
Would
that
I
might blow up your
would I
Skell.
even be able to find my way back? You know, we can blow up. It's fine. I don't mind blowing up.
You're going to be the one who explains that to Scott when he gets back to the office. I'm
Look,
not
Scott-
taking that one.
I have to tell you something very important.
Although we should mention.
He
Oh,
has
here we go.
insurance, though.
So this was actually
Yes.
worthwhile.
Oh, perfect. So this is the pilot mode.
What? That
worked
was not a
totally
failure.
It was the
quickly.
pilot
That was a very quick pilot mode that I totally didn't fail. I completely did not fail.
Okay.
There,
So,
we're
yeah,
going to go
we
into
were
my...
gonna
Oh,
that-
you
oh!
went into that.
Ah. So once you get your Skell, and it's such an awesome achievement, you're going to be so excited. If it happens to explode, it's not the end of the world.
Well, yeah, the first thing is you can jump out.
You get a couple
and if
gimmies.
you do jump out in time, it's all good. You're just going to have to go back to your garage. However, if you don't, then you're going to lose a tick on your insurance, which is up to 3 charges. After your 3rd charge, it is gone. You have to buy it all over again, and that's quite expensive. But the good thing is, though, is it's
Oh, all right. I'll-
pretty easy to jump out and keep everything going.
Yeah, you don't want to go kablooey.
Yeah, you don't want to go
It makes you
completely.
sad because you get attached and you name them and you paint them and
Which we'll show
Yeah.
coming up in a couple minutes here.
you don't want to make it broken.
I'm just getting into a few little side battles
Nice.
on our way back to the dude who gave me my quest. Oh, see, we got this again.
Yeah, there
It's
we
all right.
go.
Let's see if I can sustain it.
I love this view. It looks so cool.
One of my favorite
There we go.
strategies is
Yeah.
I have a Skell that has a sniper rifle, and one of my favorite things.
Whoa,
Ooh.
that was neat.
It
What was
casts
that?
I think it casts blind on
Oh.
you guys.
I'm fine. We're fine.
So what I was gonna say, my Skell, one of my Skells is a heavy type, and it has a sniper rifle. And one of my favorite things to do is start opening up with it using a sniper rifle. And if it goes into the pilot mode, that means the cooldowns are off, so I can use the sniper rifle again.
Nice.
So I cause tons of damage doing that. One of my favorite things to do.
I'll just find my way back to my guy.
He's
I'll walk.
down- he's
I know.
down
I
below.
just I saw I
Yes.
could walk up on top of something and decided that would be more fun.
Ooh, can
That
you go
sounds
to the
good.
top of that waterfall? I've never been up there before.
Sure. We got time for that? I'll do it.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Yeah. I can transform. I just hope I don't run off the side.
You can jump out of that too.
That's true. Yeah.
And then switch right back into it. Oh, that's so slick.
And I think we're up to the top
There are a
now.
couple big things over that way,
Yeah.
so you maybe don't want to.
Yeah.
So one thing
That's
is
a
cool
great
too is
view.
you can actually run across this in your Skell. So that's really neat.
Wow.
And if the water's too deep, you'll just start hovering over. I was like, are you jumping over the one
Wow.
blue item that was right there?
No, I got it. Let's see if I do. Whoa, down I go. We're fine. This is great.
Everything's fine.
Let's see.
Yeah, exploring once you get a
back
Skell is so awesome,
and
especially when you
should
get the
be
flying
right
upgrade and
from-
you can just
yeah, he's right around
cruise
here
up
somewhere.
mountainsides.
Sorry.
This is what happens when you get in a Skell and you just kind of like, oh, this is so awesome. I just want to run around.
There you are. Boy, I didn't recognize you in the daytime. All right. So we'll run back over here and just tell him everything's cool. I'll skip the cutscene now.
Okay. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and quick travel or fast travel back to our garage.
So let's see here.
So I think it's definitely a nice aspect of this game when
I don't know why I started doing the do.
we gotta make sure we don't show more secrets. But the fact that you've got this huge open world to explore, it is nice that if you want to take your time, go by foot, run around, find things you can, but there's so many ways to travel faster if you want to. You've got quick travel, you've got driving around in your Skell.
Oh yeah, when you get your flight pack, you can actually start on one continent and fly all the way to the other one and just run around. And that doesn't waste a lot of fuel either, so you get to see all these different areas to explore. And there's a lot of hidden stuff that's not on the map, caves and secret areas like that.
Exploration is totally worth. Oh, should I go back?
Oh, I was gonna take a peek at the logo that was above you on the wall, but we can look at that later.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll hit that in just a moment.
It's cool
We'll be
looking.
back. So here we are at your garage. This is where you keep all of the skells that you are inevitably going to collect because they are awesome. You can also customize them. I'm going to jump into my basic urban unit, Bubba.
And
Bubba's
yeah,
deadliest.
customizing your Skell is such a fun rabbit hole to lose yourself in. You can spend a lot of time making these things look amazing.
have already done that. Yeah, I have 4 Skells. I have a fleet of them now, and each one I have to customize and paint exactly the way I want it to. It's
last time I saw it, your dark blue one was looking really sick.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of really basic things you can do here. Like I can assign this Skell to any one of my party members. I've only got the one right now, so that's not super important to me.
You're not sharing that Skell. Come on.
No, it's mine. It's mine. But if I get more, you know,
Maybe you'll share.
I might let them use the old one, and I'll ride the new one.
That's
You know, it's like a hand-me-down Skell. You can also jump into the setup and fully outfit your Skell. Right here, you can see all of the different weapons. I'll start down here, actually. It might be a little easier. You can see the frame. You can see all of the customizable bits of armor right here. Head, left arm,
Body armor.
body, leg, right arm. And then up here, jumping back to the top, you can see first the 2 auto attack weapons. Below that, you can see what's outfitted. These are all outfitted on each arm, basically. So you're seeing left arm on left side, right arm on right side.
Shoulders too.
And shoulders too, yeah. So I can customize each of these weapons, and you'll see like the little flashing art down at the bottom. That's the attack that's associated with that weapon. You see here I've got the railgun on one side and nothing on this side. Let's take a look and see what items I have.
It does seem a shame. You shouldn't have any open spaces.
No, nothing should be left unarmed.
Double railgun.
Now, I do have a second railgun I can outfit, and you can see it represented up there.
That does look pretty awesome.
And that is pretty great. I like the symmetry of it. Or I can switch to this. The Buster is a 2-slot weapon. And it's, I mean, you'll see why if I rotate around. You'll see on the back it's gigantic.
Wow.
And you know, on the
looks
top right where it
sweet.
shows the right next to unique, it shows that the green takes up both slots.
Yeah, yeah. So you've got either 1-slot or dual-slot weapons that you can outfit yourself with. I've got missiles, I've got shields, I've got my falchion and my beam saber. You can customize any of these things. I am going to go back to the dual railgun because I just like the way it looks. And we'll leave Scott with, you know, a slightly better armed Skell. Now, I don't need to refuel right now, but I could if I had to. I can also rename my Skell. Bubba's a fine name. No reason to change it. We'll keep it as is. But then this is where I really get lost, is going in through all of the coloring options. You'll see all of the different parts highlighted as I go up and down through this. You'll see different parts flashing. Those are the parts that I'm going to be adjusting the color on. I'm going to go for something like big and dramatic here. So.
And this is something you can do for free. So as much as you want to, you can go in, tweak
Change it anytime.
Yeah.
New color for every day of the week, every mission.
So the 2 different colors on the right-hand side of the screen, it's showing what you're changing it to on the bottom, and then on the top of that is what it previously was. So you can always switch back.
Now you'll notice I've done like a really dramatic change to my hue, but because the saturation is low, you're not seeing how significant that change
There
is. So
it
I'm gonna really saturate it here, go back up.
Are we going blue?
Yeah.
Purple? Blue?
No, I think a nice. Try to get a nice deep blue out of it. Maybe brighten it up there. That's all right. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah?
It really offsets the sword. I like it.
Yeah. Keep that.
Oh, you switched
Oh,
back.
no,
actually.
did I switch back? Oh.
No, you just had to back
I was
out.
all confident. I was like, yeah, we're going to keep that, and now I'm going to hit the undo button instead.
You can
That's
also
fine.
pick a glossy or matte color as well. Just for those who really want to get technical out there.
Brighten it up, drop the saturation down. And this time I'll just cycle through. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
And just back out. Go down to the next one.
Drop down and do some accent colors. I am going to up the saturation too. I just, I might not do this in my normal game, but I really want to show off some of the brightness and some of the varied colors and the combinations.
I
Scott's
find
not going to mind when he comes back.
No,
He
not
won't
at all.
mind.
And I find
He
that the
might
brighter
thank you.
colors are good.
He will
He might
absolutely
actually,
thank
yeah.
me.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, that is very green.
Yeah.
Can we give a little spin so we can see how that
Oh, yeah,
looks
yeah.
on?
Turn around.
Nice.
Yeah. There we go.
Starting to look like some hometown colors
That
here.
sword is
Yeah,
just so
I
cool.
like to be a booster, So what are we looking at here? There we are. We're doing some of the highlighting.
So these are the fine lines you see, the white
Yeah.
right there sticking out.
I don't know. I might go a little. What do you think? Yellow or maybe some orange? Maybe try to match the sword.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. I like that.
I won't go through everything here, but you can see exactly how much customization there is
You can
already.
change the visor's color and then the color of the engines.
Yeah, I've got a really
that
small
shoot out
visor on
the
this, but I am
or
going to
plasma.
try to show off some of that like really scowly red eye. Yeah, you can see it changing if you get up.
It's kind of
close.
around the
Yeah,
bottom of the head there.
I tried to do a really dramatic
That does look
change
cool.
so that you could see how significant it is.
Some actually have additional patterns as well. One of the other Skells that I had had glowing lines, and I could change the color of that too.
Mm.
So mine was like a deep red, and then it had a really bright golden glow to it. It was really, really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good observation. I mean, you can, like, different Skells have different ways that you customize them. You've got all the same basic parts, but the way that you're coloring them is different on different Skells.
Very, very cool stuff.
And then we'll sell Scots right now. And,
Do it, do it. Do
nah, that's just too much.
If you,
He can buy
if
a
it
new
was
one.
your scale and you felt like you
If
wanted
it was
to sell
mine,
it,
if
you
it was
could do
mine.
that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're this close to getting like the next upgrade, the next big Skell, maybe you'd want to do that. Maybe you'd want to sell off the old one and kind of work your way up. But I don't know. Like, I'm just gonna hand down my old beater to the next in line.
That's what I do.
So
Yeah.
who's going to be your favorite? They got to impress you. Who earns the scale? But yeah, there was an icon on the wall there that I just
Yeah,
wanted to
I'll,
point out before you went in there.
I'll step back and get a good view of it.
There we go.
There we are. So
How
yeah,
much?
we're in the Blade home right now. Blade is the sort of military unit that you've joined into, whose mission is the defense of the remaining Earth population and the exploration of the world around you. But yeah, go ahead and talk about the.
So first of all, one of the cool things about Blade Home, it's your own home, so you can change the color scheme in different areas. It's really cool. Going back to Avalanche, that symbol there is one of the professions that you can pick. One of the 8 professions you can pick when you join Blade. So it looks like Scott joined Avalanche, which offers different bonuses for what you do. Avalanche, I don't recall exactly what it does.
Oh, there it is.
But there's your skull. Mine
Beautiful.
is Testament, which is a name I'm sure will probably change, but it was the golden insignia. And anytime I open treasure chests, I get bonuses for that. So those are the type of things we're dealing with. Each one is different. Some are better for making weapons, some are better for hunting monsters, and so on and so on. So you can change those to whatever type of playstyle you have, and you can also change that back and forth. So making one choice is not the end of the world. You can change it on the fly.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that it really lets you customize your experience. If you find that the thing that you're getting the most fun out of in this game is combat, or it's exploring, or it's maybe rescuing people and finding lifehold, based on the profession you select, you can make sure that you're really specializing down, and okay, people are going to let you know more about the kind of work that you want to do. And you're going to get bonuses for the kind of work you want to do. And if you decide, hey, I'm ready to start taking on big monsters, change it up, and then that's going to be the goal that you get bonuses from.
I wanted
It's
to.
crazy. It's so ridiculous.
Scott's gonna love it.
I don't think I'm ever gonna
so-
get tired of looking at those.
So
Yeah, I
it's
just
a
wanted to-
pinata. It's a robot pinata.
I just wanted to show he's not going to get beaten up though. He is never. He is an impeccable warrior.
At least not while the stream's going. I think we need plausible deniability. Blow it
He's
up.
not watching. Like, he's busy. Yeah, I just wanted to show off the garage. There's not much to see here because he's only got the one Skell, but I mean, your Skells will all be on display here with all of your customizations.
Like my Blade Home.
like
It's
your
all,
blades.
it's all decked out.
And
It
hey,
is.
we talked about this before the stream. Do you feel like showing off some of the shop, some of the other Skells that are available, or do you want to leave that as a surprise for the future?
You know what? Let's leave that as a surprise for
Right.
anyone that wants to kind of, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, I
get
don't
into
want
the
to.
action.
I don't want to
wanna
spoil
spoil
too
it.
much.
This is the beginner model.
Yeah.
So
Things get
once
crazy
you get
from
some more
here.
funds and you get built up, like this is basic compared to what you're going to
Especially
see in
when
the
you
Skells.
invest in super weapons that take up more slots and are ginormous weapons, way bigger than anything you've seen here, such as a 6 cannon, this just massive cannon you attach to your back.
So maybe we'll be able to
So
show that
cool.
some other time.
Yeah,
but
we don't want to
it'd be
spoil
cool.
too much today.
All right.
All right.
It's all right.
Well then.
That's, I think, all the time we have today, and we're not allowed to give away too many surprises right now. So hope you've enjoyed the stream, and hope you'll check out the game. It's going to be coming out exclusively for the Wii U later this year, and we're all super excited about it. We've had a blast playing it. We've had a blast working with Monolith Soft on the game, and it's going to be really, really fun.
I
so
can't wait to go back to play.
yeah, if
So-
you're into
Alright.
RPGs or adventure games and open world exploring, it's a blast. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, and hope you join us next time.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thanks
for
very
watching.
much.